Welcome to your first of 6 Shape Up coaching lessons for diamonds. And mate, the information in this one video might just change your life completely. Each of your 6 Shape Up lessons will include a video or audio lesson like this one, and many of them have an extra Shape Up subconscious audio recording that you're going to listen to on the app for a week. If you do this as instructed, you'll be able to make some powerful changes in your self-confidence and your relationships. The audio recordings are important because they help you change the subconscious beliefs you have about yourself and your life, which will begin to change everything. This is true because neuroscientists tell us that 95% of your choices you make subconsciously. This means that 95% of the time you're running on autopilot. You aren't really making decisions. You're just reacting to your life. And often this behavior, it's not balanced or you at your best. If we're going to help you change some of your behavior, we have to help you work on your subconscious thinking. We're going to make it simple and easy though, because understanding your thinking, it's actually pretty simple. Every minute of every day, you're functioning in one of 2 states. You're either balanced and loving, where you have good behavior because you feel safe and calm and happy, or you're in an unbalanced, fearful state where you feel unsafe, stressed, mistreated, insulted, unhappy. And then your behavior goes downhill, right? Understanding your 2 states is going to make good relationship behavior really simple. And it's simple because there's only 2 options. When there's lots and lots of options, making decisions is hard. When there's only 2, it's much easier. We're going to teach you how to recognize your 2 states and which one's driving in every moment. We're going to teach you how to get out of an unbalanced, fearful state where you might behave badly and back into a balanced, loving state where you can be your best. Now, in order to help you become your best and create those healthy relationships with everyone in your life, we're going to share with you a powerful secret of human behavior. This could totally change your life because it's going to make your bad behavior and the bad behavior of others finally make sense. Are you ready for it? Here it is. Most human behavior and all of our bad relationship behavior, it's driven by 2 simple core fears that everyone on the planet is battling to some degree every day. When you understand these 2 core fears, you're going to see human behavior in a whole new light. You're going to finally understand yourself too. So here they are. The first core fear, the fear of failure, which is really the fear of, hey, I'm not good enough. You know this one though, don't you? Because you battle these insecurities and fears every day. You're afraid of failing, and you've had this fear for a long time. We believe it started when you were a small child, where everyone kept saying, no, don't do that. Don't be like that. Can't you just be more assertive, nice, be quiet? Can't you just be smarter? Now that message that came through loud and clear from the big people around you was, you need to be different than what you are, and you might not be good enough. Then you went to school, and the first thing you learned there was that kids are smarter, more athletic, and better looking than you. So that fear of failure, it only got bigger. Now that you're an adult, we wish we could say, hey, you've grown out of that fear. But you know what? It's not true. Really, now you're a grown-up, you've got more ways in which you can fail every day. And some days, it's just the pits. Now this fear, it haunts your life. It can cost you. It costs you relationships and opportunities. It can literally hold you back in every area of your life. Now almost everyone and everything you experience every day can be a trigger for this fear of failure within you. And in this unbalanced, fearful state, you become super wobbly. In a fearful state, you're focused on one thing only, doing or getting anything it takes to quiet that fear. Now sometimes validation, awards, a raise at work can quiet this fear. Sometimes it takes more, some interest from an opposite sex, or shopping, buying something new to convince you that you're okay and shrink that fear down. But you know what? It only lasts a little while until something else is going to trigger that fear of failure. It's up there again. And this is not the only fear in play in your life. There's actually another one, another core fear. The second core fear that everyone on the planet battles every day is the fear of loss, the fear that your life won't be good enough. Now this fear shows up whenever your life is not the way you wanted it to be. Now the truth is, life rarely meets our expectations. Often we're disappointed, let down, mistreated by others. And when this happens, you can feel really hard done by. Think about all the things in your life that you're afraid of losing or going wrong. A loved one might die. You could lose your job. You could lose money. You could be robbed. You get stuck in traffic, be late for that really important meeting. Your kids could completely destroy the house, put a hole in the wall, you could get audited by the government, you could break a leg. Seriously, there's about 1 billion things that could go wrong every day. So this fear of loss, it's huge. For diamonds, the fear of loss can really dominate your attention at times, especially fear of loss around things not being done right. You diamonds, you have high standards around what right is, and you can be a little perfectionistic, even a bit of a control freak in an unbalanced state. When things don't go the way you want them to, you can get bothered, even a little mean or cross, and you might not show up very nice to your families, friends, or other people in your life. When you're in fear of loss, your worst behaviour will come out. Now, if you feel really mistreated, frustrated, or angry, you can get controlling. You might even carry on like a pork chop. When you feel taken from, you chuck a wobbly, you lose your temper. Now, this is a problem because this fear-driven bad behaviour, it's not who you are. The real you is good and mature and kind, but this behaviour can only happen when you feel safe and unthreatened and out of that fear. Then you can show up and be the best for yourself and others. When you learn how to defeat your 2 core fears for yourself, and in the next 2 lessons we're going to show you how, you're going to have the skills and tools you need to create relationships that work. And the good news is, learning to be your best, it's simple. The only thing you've been lacking was knowledge. And once you know better, you can do better. And you will improve every relationship in your life. Don't miss the second Shape Up coaching lesson for diamonds coming next, where we'll give you the secret to beating the fear of failure and getting that bugger off your back for good. Lesson 2 will help you change your subconscious beliefs about yourself and your value, and get rid of your insecurities and that anxiety that makes you grouchy and controlling at times. This next lesson will really improve your self-esteem, which is the single greatest thing you can do to improve your relationships. You'll find this lesson in your portal now.